We are recording. So, hey, you guys, welcome to our live coaching info session. I think tonight's going to be a lot of fun. We are really excited because we're coming in post summit, which is our big companies conference, and we have a launch of a new program. There's just a lot of exciting things. I'm also kind of excited, not that like I want summer to come to an end, but like this back to school, finally getting into a routine. I'm kind of excited about that too. So we just have a lot of energy and a lot of excitement for what's going on right now in our lives, especially because of coaching. And we're really excited to be able to share that with you tonight. So tonight on the call will be myself, will be Megan, Hero, will be Lindsay, Rohr, will be Monica. And so we're going to all tell you a little bit about ourselves and speak to what coaching means to us. And we know some of you are going to be watching the recording, so thank you so much. And those of you that are on live tonight, we really appreciate that too. I know how hard it is to put things to the side in the summertime and make time to watch something or invest in something just when it's like, this is about you and it's about yourself and making a decision about yourself. I understand that battle that you play in your head, especially as a working woman or a mom or a female. Like, we always battle putting ourselves first. And I think tonight you've made that decision, and that's really cool. And I just want to recognize that and honor that, because I think it's really awesome. Even if you're watching the playback, like, I get it. You're like, I got to find time for this, and you're making it happen. So we totally appreciate that, especially in the summer, as summer is winding down. These times and moments are so precious. So thank you so much. So our goal here tonight is just to help you leave. And I told all of the girls that I talked to today, you're going to leave with inspiration. You're going to leave, I think, feeling motivated. But you're also going to know more about what we do as coaches. I know that some of you watching are already coaches, and you're trying to figure out, like, what does this coaching role look like for me? And some of you are not yet coaches, and you're trying to decide if this is something that you want to invite into your life. And so we hope that by the end of the night tonight, you just have a better feel on that, and you're able to make a decision. We would love for you, after you watch this or after you're on here tonight, to be able to reach out to your coach and say, okay, here's what I'm going to do, and have a decision made in your mind. The thing of it is that I made a really big deal about making a decision about being a coach. Like, I made it I overthought it. I'm totally an overthinker. And it really wasn't a big deal to say yes, because the things that happened in my life because of it, the ripple effect of that, have just been so life-changing. And so I want to get into that a little bit, but we're going to introduce ourselves a little tonight and then speak to some main points for you. If at any point in time, especially those of you that are on live tonight, you have any questions or any reactions or any love or support, we're all literally seriously engage. Show us that you are hearing us, that something resonates with you, that you have a question, because as speakers, I have to tell you that when there's nothing in that chat box, you're like, were they listening? What's going on? Were they just watching Netflix while we were on here talking? Come on. We are all about, the thing about this team that is so great is that we hug each other when we see each other in person. We cheer each other on from afar on social media. We love and support and lift each other up all the time. And so I would love for that to be something that happens tonight too. But it's just really fun when that energy comes in from more so than just the speakers, because that's what this team is all about. It's a team of leaders. It's not just us. There's so many amazing women and men on this team. So my name is Erin, and I am from, yes, Megan's like, yeah, let's have some fun. Seriously, y'all. I am from Noblesville, Indiana, and that's where I live right now. I'm originally from a small town in southern Indiana called Corydon, and I have two littles, and they are going into the 3rd and 4th grade, of a boy and a girl. I was a high school English teacher for 14 years, and that's when I found coaching, when I was teaching high school. And it was because my friend from high school was a coach, and she was posting on social media, and I totally rolled my eyes and was like, whatever. And I was seeing her post on Facebook. I only had a Facebook page, and I maybe had 100 friends, and they were all people I went to high school with. That was it. And we just kind of stalked each other. That was all. There was no positive engagement happening, but I saw her posting about fitness and workouts and the shake. And I just kind of rolled my eyes, but she invited me over and over and over and over again. And I was the kind of person that I thought I could do things on my own. and asking for help was a sign of weakness. And I totally just ignored her invites and told her no and all kinds of things. But finally, once I tried things on my own and nothing worked for me, and I really was kind of, I describe it as a black hole of motherhood and working full time, and your husband being busy with his job, and this like just hustle and bustle of life and laundry and housework and all that stuff was just weighing on my shoulders so much. I felt kind of like I was drowning, but I didn't understand why, because I felt like I should be able to do it all by myself. And I saw that these girls that were on social media doing the workouts and drinking the shake thing, it seemed like they had something figured out that I didn't have figured out. So finally, like after months, I was just like, all right, whatever. And it was like kind of, I was just like, whatever, I need to do something. And so coaching kind of fell onto my lap because I just decided to join as a coach the moment I started my health and fitness journey, because we were kind of tight on cash, my husband and I both being teachers and having 2 kids and a mortgage and all the things. And the discount was really attractive to me, but also deep down, the title of coach meant something to me. I didn't know what it meant, but I thought it was like, it made me put a little more skin in the game, and it made me proud to be a coach, even though I really didn't know what it was. I was always an athlete and loved fitness. I wasn't actually awesome at it, but I loved it. I loved the team. I loved the community aspect of being on a team and being in a sorority. And that was something to me. It pulled at my heart. And so I said yes to coaching. And so that's been 7.5 years ago. And I'm here today, and I won't talk about it a lot tonight, but I'm here today actually as a full-time coach. I chose to work really hard. I learned about this business and from mentors and just figuring things out on my own, but have been able to retire from my teaching job and stay at home with my babies, because I found a reason to fight for something I believed in and connect it to a passion greater than I could ever imagine. I never knew that I could be on a journey to help myself, but also be there to help other people while I'm in the midst of the journey, right? Not the expert, but in the midst of the journey. And I didn't know that you could make money doing that, and I had to like learn to be okay with that. But that all of that was just such incredible blessings that came across me because my coach kept asking me and didn't stop asking me. I don't know if anybody can relate to that at all, but that's why we're here today. And so it's really cool. We can't not share it with you. We can't not do it, because it was something that literally we all felt like coaching came into our life for a reason, and us sharing it with you just allows you to make a decision. And so I want to introduce Lindsay to you. She's going to speak next, and from her car. And I love this business because Lindsay is such a bright light for me in my life. And I think anyone that knows Lindsay would say the same thing. And I never would know Lindsay, even though Lindsay lives in the same neighborhood that my mother lives in, Southern Indiana. I never would have met her had it not been for coaching. I never would have gotten to go to Las Vegas with her and go to a leadership event with her and room with her and meet her family and spend time with her husband had it not been for this business. And so there's just so many things about saying yes to yourself and that one workout program and that shake thing, right, that I was totally like a skeptic of, that you just never know where it's going to lead you in your life. And Lindsay is one of those reasons why I love this business so much, because she's in my life because of it. So Lindsay, hey, introduce yourself to us, girly.
Hi everyone, can you hear me good? Can everybody hear me good? Good. All right. So my name is Lindsay Brewer, and I have been a coach for 3 years. As Erin said, I am so thankful and grateful to be on this team of incredible people, and the relationships, the friendships that I have gained go beyond measure and are some of the most genuine friendships. My mom always told me, the friends that we meet in high school are friends of convenience, right? Friends that we meet from work are oftentimes friends that we either are so thankful for or maybe ungrateful for, right? And it's this opportunity where I really get to choose who I bring in to my community. And they are a community of like-minded women that make me better and make me stronger physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And I could go on and on, but thank you, Erin, for that very, very nice intro. So like I said, I've been coaching for 3 years, and coaching came to me. Coaching found me, is what I like to say, because I was 4 months postpartum with my son, and a really good girlfriend had introduced me to Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, and I wasn't using it. I had it at my house, wasn't following any kind of nutrition plan. I knew that they had worked. I had seen it work for girlfriends like me, but I wasn't committed. And I knew that about myself. I knew that I hadn't fully committed to something that was going to make me better and stronger while I was suffering from postpartum depression and anxiety. So I had worked with my doctor on a few things, and I had started to feel better with some steps that my doctor told me to take. And then I decided that I had these shakes sitting on my counter. I had these 30-minute workouts at home. And God darn it, I was going to get to a better place of where I wanted to be physically and emotionally. So I started drinking shake every day. I started doing a workout every day. And I started losing the baby weight. And I started gaining confidence, not only in what I could do, but who I could help, because I started becoming just interested in what the other coaches on my team were doing. I signed up just for the discount. But once I started sharing my story, girls from work started coming up to me and asking me what I was doing. Other people in my life were, saying, wow, what's different about you? And it wasn't just about how I looked, it was about how I acted and how I felt about myself. And so for me, I really do feel like this opportunity saved me from postpartum depression. And that's a big part of my story and a big part of why not just coaching for me, but bringing people on my team, and this team specifically, is so important to me. So that's a little bit about me. But now I get to introduce one of my favorite people, who is a mentor and a friend, and she is my upline coach too. So Megan Harrell is going to speak next. And Megan, I called the other day when I was kind of down in the dumps, just about one of those emotional struggles. She kind of talked me through it. We didn't talk about exercise. We didn't talk about shakes. We didn't talk about anything like that. She has been a friend and a success partner for me, not only as a business partner, but as also as someone who makes my life better. So Miss Megan Harrell, take it away.
Oh, thank you, Lindsay. All right, my name is Megan. I'm actually from Southern Indiana. Erin is my cousin, which is how I was introduced to the coaching opportunity. I have two little ones that are age 10 and 8 right now, but I started this business almost 7 years ago. So they were little whenever I started, and it's kind of hard to imagine that they were that little whenever I started this business. I am going to share a little story first. I have been at a Holiday World, which is a theme park in our area, all day long today. And I was getting ready to get on this call, literally just came in the door like 10 minutes ago. And I was like, oh, I need to change and make myself look presentable for this call. And I immediately stopped myself, because I think me being able to decide how I'm going to dress every day is my favorite thing about coaching. No joke. I used to be a teacher, and I'll share a little bit more about that later in the call. And I used to have someone dictating to me how I could dress every single day. And I was a kindergarten teacher, and I had to dress up. And if you know kindergarten teachers, we're on the floor, we're hanging out with kids, we got kids on our laps. And just to have someone tell me, like, you have to dress this way, that is my favorite thing about coaching, is that I get to decide how I want to dress. So before I got on this call, I thought, nope, they are getting me like this, because it is my choice. But a little bit more about me and how I came into coaching. I just needed to lose the baby weight. Like, I feel like a lot of other women are in the same situation. I just wanted to lose the baby weight. Signed up with Erin, and Erin said earlier she was an overthinker when it came to signing up as a coach. I don't overthink anything. I either want to do it or I don't want to do it. And she asked me to do it, and I was all in as soon as she asked me about coaching. That was after I'd been on my journey for a little bit, learned a little bit about it, and then I signed up as a coach. And 6 7 years later, almost, I'm still coaching, and I'll share a little bit more about that later in the call. I don't want to give too much away right now, but that's who I am. That's where I am from. And we're going to get started now with the actual content of the call and what we're here to and excited to share with you. And I can't, Erin, I'm passing it over to Erin.
Yes. Yeah, Megan was just like, whatever you're doing, I'm going to do that. It was awesome. So I just want to talk to you really quickly, just so you know, like, because I mean, we're being all touchy-feely, and I know, like, it may be annoying, and I hope that it's not, because I hope you feel the heart here. But what do coaches do, and what do we do, and what do we not do? Okay, so here's just like, basically, this is what a coach does. Like, I say this to any level of coach, whether someone wants to be a coach on our team because they want to be surrounded by the positive tribe and community and almost put more skin in the game in terms of their commitment level to their journey, or someone that's ready to build a business and make a little bit of like side income, like through a part-time hustle, or someone who's ready to go all in and make crazy, awesome things happen. I say this to every coach, that the number one thing that we do as coaches is we commit to one of our Beachbody fitness programs. And when I say that, I also want you to know you have freedom to work in your other fun favorite things you may do if you already love fitness. Like, I have a lot of friends who, you know, love going to a solid core class, or going to a cycle class, or going to a body pump class at the Y, or they love dancing. You know, we do all the things, but the best thing that a coach can do is to be committed to their fitness journey with one of our programs from start to finish. And that means also learning at least one of our nutritional plans. Because to me, and this is what I tell everyone, is that if you want results, there's an equation to success to get results with us and with our program. Follow a program, a fitness program, follow a nutritional program, drink Shakeology, use some of our products. Energize, I don't know why anyone is not drinking Energize. Okay, like, just saying. But we also have collagen now. I mean, like, I'm using all the things. And I swear, like, I went to this trivia night tonight at my former school because my husband still works there. And people were like, you look really good. And I was like, I'm taking really good care of myself. You know, like, I keep getting older, but like, I feel younger all the time. And it's really amazing. I mean, 40 years old, and I like feel like better than I did when I was in my 20s. And so what coaches do is we commit to our fit, health, and fitness journey. We become a part of what we call an accountability group, but we call it a challenge group. It's a virtual accountability group. And coaches lead them either on Facebook or on an app that we have. And so you join an accountability group with your coach. You're on a fitness journey and a health journey. You drink Shakeology, use some of our products. That's what a coach does at the very base level. Because the number one goal you have is to get results. Mental results, physical results, like great results, and become a part of the tribe and the community. And then the next thing that coaches do is we invite people to be on the journey with us. We invite people to be on the journey with us. And we then help people get results. We hold them accountable, just like your coach will hold you accountable. And that's the fun thing about it. Get your own results, be on the journey. Wherever you are, we meet you where you are right now. You don't have to love fitness, thank goodness, right? Because we don't all love fitness. I think a lot of us have fallen in love with fitness, honestly, with this. You don't have to be perfect on your nutritional plan, but you just have to like be willing to like do your best. And you invite people to be on the journey. I always like to say link arms and walk side by side with people. Meet them where they are and just guide each other, inspire and motivate each other. That's what we do. What we don't do is we don't just post on social media to sell stuff all the time. No, this team doesn't. I don't know. I mean, this team doesn't. We are not here to sell products. We're here to change lives. We're here to inspire people. We are not here to just make money. You can come into this business for the business to make an income because you have an income-based goal. That's cool. But we are not just here to make money. Our team is not. That speaks, I feel like I'm speaking for everybody here. We're here to make an impact in families, in homes, in marriages, in women's lives, in men's lives. Like, that's why we're here, is we're here to make an impact. We're here to lead by example. We're here to change lives. Okay. And we're not here just, I don't know, just to get rich quick, to lose weight quick, to just be here one and done. We are Beachbody lifers. I mean, I never would have imagined in 100 years I'd be calling myself a professional network marketer and speaking on stages and training our teams and hosting team events and things like that. But it's where this road has taken me, because I've chosen to just come into this and want to change lives, including my own. And it's pretty cool, because I feel like what we get to do as coaches is leave a legacy. The only thing you have to do to get started as a coach is to start your journey. There's no startup fee other than you getting the products you need to start, like Beachbody On Demand, like Shakeology, like Morning Meltdown 100, like Energize, which they all come packaged together, and they're all on super sale right now. And we all have promo codes to give you, by the way. Like, you can get $30 off of everything right now, okay, until the end of the month. And so the only cost it is for you to get started as a coach is to get what you need. You don't have to have inventory. You don't have to manage your websites. You don't have to worry about returns and shipping and things like that, because Beachbody does all of that. When you join as a coach, when you get one of these like startup packs that are on promotion, there's no coach sign up fee. It's amazing. And you guys, if you're in the military, there's never even like a monthly coach business fee. Like, it's incredible. Like, Beachbody's like, thank you, veterans. We love you. Be a coach, never pay a dime to do it except buy your own products and get a discount on them. But coaches save 25% on all of our products. We make a 25% commission on everything that we sell, but we also earn bonuses as we enroll coaches and as they also pay it forward and invite people to join them. So the income possibility grows as you continue to help people. I always like to say that your income is a direct result of the number of lives you change. And here's the thing, like, I think Megan enrolled as a coach to start with, but she didn't start inviting people to join her right away, because she was like, I need to do this for me right now and figure that, like, what am I part of? And then later she was like, whoa, everybody needs to know about this. And that's kind of how I was too. I was like, holy moly, everybody needs to know about this. And my confidence grew, hers did, Lindsay's did, and we were like, we got to share it with people. And that's kind of been the natural progression for us and some of the coaches that we've worked with as well. And so that's what it is, what it isn't. We're like talking way more than we should right now, but I think it's going well. So let's just keep this party train moving, okay? And so I'm going to turn it back over to Lindsay, and she'll tell you a little bit more, and go into maybe some more of the details about how all of this works too.
All right. I'm going to keep it real short and sweet. One of the most common questions that we get about this business is, how much time does it take? And I'm going to be straightforward with you. I do not work more than an hour a day on the business part of this. I'm considered a part-time coach, and I get to invite people to join me in my health and fitness journey. And that's exactly how I look at it. Now, the money, the amount of money that you can make as a business owner depends on how much you put into it, right? So those coaches who are putting a few hours in a day, and that looks different for every coach, they are going to be able to build a bigger business, a solid income. We have so many coaches on our team who have retired themselves from full-time jobs. I have an applied behavioral analysis on my team, and she just quit her full-time job to stay home with her first baby. How cool is that? So she's going to be looking at working a few more hours each day, about 5 days a week, to build her business, to get back to a place. And she knows that she can do this. She can match and possibly make more money than she was as an ABA. So that in itself is just so awesome, because all of us create our own schedule. We are our own CEO, and the amount of time we put into it is what we choose to put into it. But I don't want to not say, one of the biggest parts of my job as a coach, and anyone else on this team who is a coach, like Erin said, isn't to sell products. It's to focus on our own health and fitness journey to become the strongest versions of ourselves. So every day I schedule in my 30-minute workout. Every day I schedule in when I'm going to have my shake. Every day I'm focusing on a meal plan or something like that, that is going to help me with my nutrition, or possibly somebody else's nutrition, right? And job. And for me, those pockets of time aren't just to make money or to sell something. Those pockets of time, happiest, strongest for myself, so that I have more income to pour over to my family and to my friends and to potential clients who want to sign up with me to join this journey. So again, the amount of time that you put into this business is totally what you want it to. And we have some coaches who will work a half hour in the morning, a half hour at night, and then as they grow their business, they add on more and more. So it can be very minimal if you want it to be. If you want this to be a part-time gig where you just get your shakes paid for. But if you want to grow this business, really the sky is the limit. And there's a whole disclaimer that I don't know the verbiage for, but again, it's how much work you put into it. And I'll pass it off to, I believe, Megan next, right?
It's me. It's me. Yeah. Thank you. And how cool, like, I don't know. I've always just thought it's so cool that we get paid to work out. Like, we get paid to work on our own personal health and fitness journey. I am now going to talk about the benefits of coaching, though. And this is one of my favorite topics because there are so many benefits, personal, social, financial, but the personal and the social benefits are something that I was never looking for in this business. I was the person that said, I've got plenty of friends already that I've got to keep up with. I don't need any more friends. Little did I know the type of friends that were about to enter my life. So with that being said, I am going to introduce one of my newer coaches, Monica. And Monica kind of took the same route as me, where she's been a coach on our team for a little while, but she's been just focusing on her own personal health and fitness journey. And this month, she just made the decision, I want to work this business. And she is already crushing this business. So Monica, if you want to go ahead and unmute yourself, and she's going to talk just a little bit about the social and the personal. And she just went to her first event with the team where she actually got to meet everyone face to face. So she's going to talk just a little bit about that experience.
Hi, everyone. Well, I've been a coach actually for about a year, but I was mostly just focusing on my own fitness journey at that time. And I went to Summit. And while I was there, I was so inspired by everyone, my team, other teams, the top coaches in the business, that I thought, wow, I can do this too. I mean, this is not just about me anymore. Beachbody has changed my life. Why can't I share it with everyone I know? I mean, it's too big not to. In the beginning, I signed up as a coach really because Megan she's really good. She's really good. Kind of wouldn't let me quit till I did. But anyway, so I took it for the discounts and I tried to work it. I got lots of no's and lots of rejections, and I kind of crawled inside myself and hid. So then I just focused on myself. So in the beginning, I really needed this to hold myself accountable. I did have a customer. I had two actually. But I needed it to hold myself accountable to show up every day. And then I surpassed that. I don't need it anymore for me to show up physically, but I do still need that to show up for other reasons. The nutrition side of it, the outlook. My full-time job sometimes brings me down. So I find that I want to vent about that on social media, and that is not cool at all. So I need this to keep me focused on the positive, on the good things in my life, and what is great about this opportunity as a coach and changing lives. I mean, my life has changed. I was in fitness. I was a runner. I did my first half marathon right before I signed on to Beachbody. But I wasn't getting results. I mean, I wasn't, I was still eating chips and salsa and drinking beer every weekend and, whatever. I wasn't following any kind of plan other than I was working out. But you can't exercise away a bad diet. So Beachbody has changed so many things for me. And first and foremost, I think before I could offer to help other people, I needed to get my own crap together. So I've spent a good long time doing that. And then I went to Summit, and wow, these folks are amazing. You ladies are amazing. Everybody's amazing. Like, I'm so inspired, and I have been inviting the heck out of everybody since I got back from Summit. Not because I want to make big money, whatever. It's not about that. It's really, I want people to feel what I feel. I was so overcome during Summit. I mean, I laughed, I cried, and then I cried so hard because I was laughing too hard. I mean, it was just insane, all of the emotions that I felt during that weekend, and I want to share that. And I see posts all the time about tribes. Everybody has a tribe. And I thought, well, that's just nonsense. Who really has a tribe? And then I realized I do. These ladies are pretty incredible. They have got our backs. All you have to do is ask. And I have made some really, really incredible friendships through this group. And I have Megan to thank for that. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Monica. I love that so much. I know that we also all keep saying, like, we're not here for the money. We're not here to make the money. But I'm going to be honest, it's really nice to have that extra income too, or to supplement that income that you already have. So I'm going to share a really quick success story with income, and it's going to be mine because my story is honestly what makes me cry, because I was a teacher. I was a classroom teacher for 13, sorry, my notifications are going crazy. I was a classroom teacher for 13 years. And that's what I always thought I was going to do. That's what we needed to do because we were financially stable in our lives with me being a classroom teacher. And Beachbody came into my life, and all of a sudden I could afford to hire a house cleaner. All of a sudden I could afford to put my daughter in gymnastics. All of a sudden I could afford this and that and all these extra things that definitely would not have been possible on a teacher's income. It just wouldn't have. If we've got any teachers here, you know what our income looks like. It just was not possible. I saw this opportunity. I saw the opportunity to make the money. I saw the opportunity to be the first one to pick my kids up from school. And for me, that was my big why. I was so tired of, by the time I got to my kids, they were too tired to tell me about their day or how it went, or I wanted to be that one to pick them up from school. I saw all the opportunities and I just went for it. I just decided I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And I did it. And it took me a little over 2 years, but I surpassed my teaching income. I now make enough. I've been staying home for 3 years now. I've been a full-time Beachbody coach for 3 years, making my teaching salary. Not only that, but my girls can also, we still go on Disney cruises. We paid off our debt. We can do horseback riding lessons and gymnastics and just all of these things that definitely would not have been possible in the past. So I just, even though we say we're not here to make the money, oh my gosh, it feels so good as a mom to be able to give my girls these opportunities and to be able to stay home with them and be more present in their lives. So there is an income side of it, but what's really cool is that I can make money while also helping people change their lives. So I am now going to pass it, because I know we're going over time, I'm going to pass it back to Erin and let her wrap this up.
I love it. And I do want to say, and I'm going to add our kind of disclaimer that, you know, Megan and the girls on our team who are making an income, they're working for it. And what's cool about what our team does is that we have a lot of coaches who have gone before, right? And Beachbody does an amazing job. Our team does an amazing job of sharing what works and best practices and trainings and everything like that. And so when you join as a coach, when you decide what your goals are, and that's what you get to do, you get to decide what your goals are. We will put you on the path to help you reach those goals and cheer you on like none other along the way. So your level of success is dependent upon the amount of work you put in, like Lindsay said. And Megan has worked really hard, and it's amazing. But when I say really hard, I also don't mean like redonkulous, right? You know, I mean, I think the girl still watches her soap opera at like 12:30 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. Just saying. Okay. Called you out on that one, sister. All right. So as we wrap up here tonight, as Megan was talking, I was like, what if I never said yes to this? Like, what if I didn't, and just take a chance on myself, on the skeptical doubter eye roller of myself? What if I wouldn't have said yes to my coach and not put myself first in my life, to be able to show other women, even my husband and my children, what it looks like for a mom, a woman, a full-time teacher to take time and invest money and put it into herself. What if I wouldn't have done that? You know, I think about all the women I never would have met, this opportunity that I never would have been able to speak to you guys about tonight. Megan would not be sitting here telling the story had I not said yes to me first. And that's what's kind of crazy. You know, I look at my mom, I look at my stepdad, I look at my dad, my stepmom, my husband especially, and I see the monumental changes in their own health and their lives because I decided to become an example of health in my home. And that means everything to me. It means everything to me that my kids like know what it means to be active and healthy, and it's important to them. It's everything to me to be able to be a model of that in my community. It was everything to me tonight to be able to walk into the school I once taught in and be able to be an example for the teachers of what is possible when you put yourself first in your life, and it's okay to do that. And so, you know, the thing of it is we all have these what ifs in the back of our head. We all have these buts in the back of our head, these objections. Well, I can't do that. What would people think of me? Oh my gosh, I already have so many things in my life. I don't have enough time. And I'm just here to say that's all BS. And those are just limiting beliefs talking to you. That's all that negative voice. I've named her Cheryl, that's telling me that I'm not good enough and I can never do things like that, but I have to take her and I have to stop her because I can and you can and we all can. And the thing of it is we can do it together. And so my only question for you tonight, well, it's not really a question, it's kind of an obvious decision that you have to make, is just what would you do? What are you going to do next? And I really do feel like you have three choices. And the first choice would be to say yes to yourself. Yes, I need to put myself first. Yes, I need these positive people in my life. And that thing that Monica said didn't exist, that tribe, it does, and I need it in my life. Number one is say yes to yourself. That's your first decision. Are you ready to say yes to yourself? Number two is, do I want to say yes to myself, but also help other people say yes to themselves too? Do I want to be on the journey and actually pay it forward, invite other people, lock arms, walk the path side by side with other people so that I can have even greater accountability and support, so that I can make a little bit of a side extra income for my fam, okay, for myself, okay? It's fun to have some extra spending money just from helping other people. Do I want to do that? Do I want to build a business too and take it at your own pace and make your own goals? Or number three, I hate to be negative about it, but I guess it's do nothing, right? I mean, like I feel like those are your options, right? Like say yes to yourself, and also help other people say yes to themselves, or I guess just stay where you are right now. Make no changes, make no decisions to take a path, a step in a different direction that might lead you into a better place. Like that's all. And the thing of it is that there's a 30-day money back guarantee on everything. You're not locked into anything. There's nothing crazy, nothing. Like no red. I kept asking, where's the red tape? Where's the red? There's no freaking red tape. Oh my gosh, like seriously. I mean, whatever. But I mean, some of you were thinking that, so I guess I had to say it. If I thought it, you probably did too. But the thing of it is, those are your decisions to make tonight. So I hope that someone said something tonight that resonated with you, that we answered a question that maybe you had in the back of your mind, that maybe you can see yourself as a part of this team with incredible men and women, that you're ready to say yes to yourself. but your next step is just to reach out to the coach who invited you here tonight and let them know that you were on or that you listened to this recording and what decision you have, and also ask them any other questions that you have. Okay. All right, you guys, that's all. Yeah, Megan Harrell in those days of our lives. Yep, every day she says. Okay, thank you so much for being on here tonight. You guys are amazing. And I cannot wait for your coach to welcome you to our team page, because I'm going to celebrate the crap out of you becoming a part of our team. It's going to be incredible. You guys have an awesome night. I'll see you later.